Hey, this is Figure, and this is my top 5 production tips. Before we get started, make sure you check out my brand new EP on Disciple Roundtable called Turnbuckle. Tip number 1 I want to talk about is mastering or lack thereof. The most important thing to me is to make sure I sound like myself. So I have this mastering chain. It's not super technical. I'm not worried about meters, RMS levels, anything like that. It's more of the vibe of what's going on. I randomly discovered it about 10 years ago, loading random things on maybe Ableton 1 or 2. It's all stock Ableton plugins. It's not the way that everyone else would do it, but I still use it day in and day out. People still ask me how I get certain sounds, or my drums even, to sound how they sound. It might be absolutely the wrong way to do it, but I know that all my music sounds exactly how I want to sound, which is the most important thing to me. So if you guys want to check out my mastering chain, just hit the link below. Tip number 2 is about general comfort. If you want to make good music, you probably need to be comfortable. Every time I've made music and I've been in a very nice studio, I don't feel comfortable. That's not where I make music. I make music at home. Sometimes I make music while I'm watching a TV show or something. I have my couch from my childhood. I have this dingy rug that we can spill whatever we need to on it. I have posters that influence me from movies to comic books to everything like that. I have action figures from all my favorite cartoons. I have things that I can just look around and I'm comfortable. So I think the most important thing is just be comfortable where you're making music. Tip number 3, collabs. I've always struggled with finding my own vibe in a collab if I'm working in the same room with someone. Because I'm used to being in my room by myself with my vibe, doing exactly what I want when I want to. If someone else is sitting there and wants to touch the laptop at the same time or has a different idea, it's messing up my entire flow. I really like just sending a collab off to someone else. They can work on it in their personal space, in their comfort zone, and then send it back to me. But then there's the other side of things when you're working with, say, a vocalist or someone doing, recording an instrument or anything like that. You really need to be in the room and catch the vibe together. They're not getting in the way of how your bass line sounds or anything like that. You're really working on the project together. Just find your comfort zone. Tip number 4 is making a variation of a bass patch that you already have locked into the tune that you already really like. Most times you can get great variation with minimal tweaking, like on this track. So all I did for that was take the attack away and move the wave position. And that's the entire B-side right there. You don't have to overwork yourself trying to make new noises constantly for the same track that's already working. Tip number 5. This is the one that I don't like applying to myself because I don't like if it has negative results. If I'm at a show and I announce that I'm about to drop a brand new song that no one's ever heard, it's going to go crazy because they know they are the first people that's ever heard it. It's just gonna go nuts, even if the song kind of sucks. The other side of it is if I don't tell anyone and I just drop that song in between 2 songs that they already know, and if that shit doesn't pop off, it kind of tells you the actual result. Another way you could do it, just show your friend the track, don't tell them it's yours, and see their natural reaction. That will be much more useful than someone just being nice to you. My name is Figure. Thanks for tuning in. Check out my new EP on Disciple Roundtable, and fuck off.
Where the fuck has Fox gone? He's supposed to be helping me making this like and subscribe video. Stan?
Yeah.
Stan? What the fuck? He was right here.
Like and subscribe.
This is incredible.